Hey guys, what's going on? This is the Figure King. Now, I first want to start the video off and say I do apologize. I know I haven't posted in about a week. I've just been extremely busy. That's why you guys haven't seen anything from me since last week. But I'm uh, I'm good now. I was a little under the weather too, but I'm good now, and yep, I'll be posting on regular schedule now, so you guys will be seeing a lot more consistent videos from here on out. With that out of the way, today we are going to be looking at the Batman Arkham Knight Robin. This comes to us from DC Collectibles, and this is from the second wave of the Arkham series action figures. Now, this guy comes to us in a regular window box packaging, as you can see there. It has his name right here. It says Robin. It tells us that it's the number 6 figure in this wave. Of course, you got Batman Arkham Knight, DC Collectibles. Here on the side of the box, you get a nice image of Robin, and the exact same thing that you see on the front of the box. Batman Arkham Knight, Robin. This is figure 6. And there, you can see the rest of the figures in the wave. So here you got Nightwing. He's number 5. We got Robin, Catwoman, which is number 7, and Commissioner James Gordon, which is the number 8 figure here in this wave. And of course, the packaging modeled to look like Batman's chest. See that, the bat symbol up top. I'm gonna go ahead, cut to break, get this guy open, and we can start the review. Alright guys, now here is Robin out of the packaging. As you can see, it's a really well sculpted figure. He comes with a lot of stuff, and that's the reason why this figure is one of my favorite ones from this line. And I do have quite a few. I've got Batman, which I did a review on, and I have Nightwing as well, which I'm gonna do a review on. And neither one of those guys come with all these accessories. So just to look at the accessories first. If you've ever played Batman Arkham Knight, or there's another one that he was in where he had the shield. It was, I believe, Batman Arkham City. He had this shield that came out of his sticks that he used, his rod that he uses, and that's what this is. And as you can see, it's pretty well done. It's got an R there for some reason. My camera, there we go. It's got the R there. It's nicely sculpted, and it looks a lot like it does in the game. And I'll show you what you're gonna do with this guy here in a sec. That's that. This is his stick that he uses. It's got an R there, as you can see that. It also has an R on it, which R of course stands for Robin, if you didn't know. It extends. So this is the extended version of that stick, and it pretty much looks the same. It's pretty much the same stick. It's just a little longer because it extends. This is his bird-a-rang. I'm a huge Batman fan, but I don't know if that's actually what this thing's called, but I'm just going to assume that it's called the Birdarang because it's a boomerang and it's shaped like a bird. And over here we have a bunch of hands. So these hands are meant for him to hold the Birdarang. So we've got a slightly opened left hand. We've got a slightly opened right hand. And we've got totally open palms here. That's the left palm. And this is the right palm. And I'm assuming that they snap in pretty good. I haven't tried taking the fisted hands off and putting either one of those on. But I would imagine that they snap in pretty good. Let me see. Oh, wait. I think I might have been wrong. Yeah, you gotta do a bit of tugging to get that out of there. But it was starting to give. I just think I'm gonna run it under a bit of hot water and pop that guy out and try to pop one of the other ones in. But like I said, he comes with a ton of accessories. And just a look at the figure itself. This is a really well done figure, and it looks exactly like Robin does in the game. Now, if you're not familiar with the Arkham series, this isn't the Dick Grayson Robin. It's not the Jason Todd Robin. It's not Damian Wayne. This, of course, is Tim Drake. Tim Drake made 2 appearances in the Arkham series. He was in Arkham Knight, and he also appeared in Arkham Asylum. Now, when I got this figure, I was looking in the packaging, and I thought, oh man, yeah, the hood doesn't come off because it looks like it's sculpted onto his head. But I was wrong. It does pull back. And as you can see, that's how he looks with the hood off. And it looks like mine is starting to come up a little bit. But yeah, that's his head with the hood pulled back. It doesn't stay back or come off or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and pull it back forward because it already looks like it's coming up there. But yeah, that's his head underneath the hood. One of my gripes about this figure is when I actually pulled back his hood and discovered that he had hair and everything, his lining looks terrible. He had like a full head of hair in the game, like he's missing his sideburns and all that stuff. Those are minor gripes, but it may not be so minor if you're gonna pose the figure without the hood on. Other than that, though, the paint apps came out nice on this figure. One of the other things that I really don't like about him is that he's very pale. I don't know if my camera's picking it up, but he's quite pale. I know there's a couple others that are like that. Batman isn't like that though. I don't think Nightwing is either. But as you can see, his mask is sculpted onto his face. We got some rough areas around the eyes, but other than that, not too bad. His R is painted on really well. It's painted on, it's not sculpted. It's not sculpted there, so yeah, it doesn't raise up off his chest or anything. And his chest and stomach is really flat. I don't recall it looking like that in the game, but yeah, it's really flat. The belt is sculpted on nicely. It's not a separate piece or anything, so you can't remove it. It's actually sculpted onto the figure, but they didn't do a bad job with it. There's the back of him. He sculpted his armor on really nice. The gauntlets on his wrist, excuse me, are sculpted nicely, and the cape is well done too. And that's how the cape looks in the game. I guess that's supposed to spread out like Batman's. Well, yeah, it does. It spreads out like Batman does. And he's got these three things on the cape. So when it spreads out and he's flying, it looks really cool. Or gliding rather, it looks really cool. As you see, he's got the green pants there. He's got the nice green shin guards, which for some reason they look a bit brighter there on my camera. They're like a olive green color, and so are those. His guards are on his wrists, and his boots came out really nice too. So look at his boots. So just to go over the articulation here. His head is on a ball joint. He looks up and down. He looks up just a little bit. He looks down pretty well. I'm not going to take the hood off because when I pulled it off before, it was starting to come up. But that would be the only reason why. He looks left. He looks right. His head back straight there. Yeah, so he's got the ball jointed shoulders. His arms go out that much. He does have the 360, which the cape kind of hinders that if you're wanting to move his arms all the way around. He does have the bicep swivel. He does have the double jointed elbow. He has the wrist swivel, the wrist pivot. He's got a really mean ab crunch. You can see he looks down pretty good with that ab crunch. And it also goes back slightly. Just slightly. You can barely notice it. He's got the waist swivel there. It moves pretty good. Yep, there you go. Getting some nice motion from the waist swivel. He's got the ball joint in the leg. He can hit the splits about that much. He's got the thigh swivel. He's got the double jointed knee. So his leg goes up that much, which is pretty impressive, I gotta say, if I don't say so myself. And he's got, let's get him back. He's got the pivot and the ankle and the ankle swivel. Oh, yep, ankle swivel. This guy's ankle kind of got off track there. Now he's looking like that, but he's got a minor swivel. No real rotation, really, was what I was looking for. He doesn't really have that good a rotation down there. Overall, I think I would rate the figure an 8. I'll give him an 8.5. There we go. It's a bit better. The camera's acting a little goofy. You guys will have to excuse that. But yeah, as I was saying, I would give this figure maybe an 8.5. The reason being is because, like I said, of those minor gripes that I had with his hair, and just his skin, the flesh tone is really light. And the reason he's got a higher rating is because of the accessories. So I did tell you guys that I was going to show you what this was. So this goes on the back of here, and he actually holds it, so it's a shield. And it's really nice, really well done. Yeah. There we go. That's his shield. It's got the stick in the back. And I also want to show you guys how good he might hold the bird orang in his hands that were made for holding them. So just take it, and it sits right in his hand like so. Oh, and it falls out of his hand like so. Take it and get it back in there. You can wedge it in there just good enough to where it holds it like that, which is pretty good. Pretty good. He won't drop it if you shake him. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's it. The review will come to a close now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, again, I am sorry for not posting Thursday, but I had a lot going on. It was a crazy day. If you like this review, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you are not subscribing to my channel, you should kick yourself, because you should be subscribing to the Figure King. That being said, keep collecting.